Alrighty, are we live? I said, are we live? We having problems with Xfinity Comcast tonight. I don't know what it is, but it keeps saying we don't have no data. Then we got data. Then we don't have no data. Then we got data. Then we don't have no data. So I decided we done two shows with sermon tendencies. Let's get to the e-bikes. On our last trip, we came across an electric XP Lite. Now I can tell you, as an e-bike lover, as somebody who uses e-bikes as their life, I would like to represent electric, but they think I'm too small. But they don't realize the majority of the people that they do give bikes to, they made their name off the electric. So you not let me have an electric, you won't let me get the name because everybody knows the name electric. But Paselec gave me a chance. Well, Lectric XP came out with a new bike, and it's in direct competition with the bike that Paselec sent me. Now, I could ignore the Electric XP, but instead, I'm going to give you my honest take on it. I'm going to give you my honest take on both bikes and which one is better, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, I only have one. Electric won't send me one to show. Are you listening, Electric people? Send me an e-bike to show. I've contacted you 3 times, and you ignored me all 3 times. Oh, you did answer back one time and told me you got enough people. Okay, well, I can't be held responsible, but I'm going to give an honest interview. My opinions on both. Now, I seen one in person, and I got the video up to prove it. I've seen one in person. So, even though I haven't rode one, I've seen one in person. It's on my last video, to be exact. It's on my last video. I'm at the 7-Eleven, and I go to the bike rack, and there's an Electric XP Lite right there. So, I'm going to tell you the differences between the Electric XP Lite and the Paselec Mini. We call it the Mini Me. I'm going to show you the differences. Unbiased review, even though I only have one of the bikes. So I'm not even going to show no video. Why should I? They won't send me a bike. But I'll be fair. Can y'all see this on your screen? This is the Lectric XP Mini. Now, what make this bike special is the fact that it's lightweight. I think it's only 50 something pounds. It's lightweight. So for those of you that's on the weaker side, man or woman, don't want to get no letters talking about me saying women are weaker. Actually, I don't think this says the Lite, but I don't think this how it comes. Hold on a sec. I don't think that's how it comes, to be honest with you. I think somebody hooked that one up. That's not how you get it out the box. I want it out the box. Hold on a second, y'all. I want it how you're going to get it. I don't want you to buy it and say, hey, you said this was going to be on here and it's not. So hold on a sec. Here we go. All right, let me pull it up. Share screen. That picture looks terrible. But this is the Lectric XP Lite. Doesn't come in a step through. It has 20-inch, 2.2-inch tires. It has 1 speed, so it doesn't have no Shimano gearing system. I think it's got an 8.9 battery, if I'm correct. It doesn't come with any fenders. Doesn't come with a rack. You have to buy them. It has no suspension at all. If you want a suspension seat post, you have to buy it. Now, what does it have over the Mini, which I'm going to show you in a minute? It's got 20-inch tires instead of 14-inch tires. The Mini's tires are 1.8-inch wide. These are 2.2-inch wide. And can I be honest with you? The only thing better is 3 things that you should consider if you want to buy this bike. It folds up pretty compact, but not as small as the Mini. It's got 20-inch wheels instead of 14-inch wheels, which would help you with the bumps. But you got no front suspension on either bike. I think the tires, that's it. I think the tires are the only advantage this bike has over the Mini. That's my honest opinion. As somebody who's seen one up, I haven't ridden it now, but I've seen it up close. And I got a video to prove it. I seen one up close and I checked it out. The only advantage is that it's bigger, which is, if you're trying to make it compact, is not an advantage. But it's bigger. But it has a smaller battery. It doesn't come stock with a suspension seat post. There's no front suspension. The key has to stay in the battery at all times when you ride it. It comes with no rack and fenders. It has a tail light, but when you hit the brakes, it don't flash. Let the cars know you're slowing down. That's it. If you want a bigger bike, if you want maybe a more comfortable ride by having the bigger tires, but you don't get no suspension at all. So I think they offset. So might be a teeny bit smoother ride, but without suspension, you're still going to have a bumpy ride. But that's the difference. It's bigger. It has bigger tires. That's it. I'm being honest with you. That's it. That's the review of the Lectric XP Lite. I would get the 2.0 and get the front suspension. I wouldn't fool with the Lite. That's my honest opinion. I wouldn't fool with it. Unless somebody gave it to you, I wouldn't buy it. If I was going to go electric, I would get the 2.0. I would not buy the Lite. Unless you're really weak and you want a bike that's a little bit lighter, that's the only advantage I see to buying that bike. Because if you want to go with the Lite, you might as well go with the Paselec PX5. So let me show you the Paselec Mini. Wait a minute, let me bring y'all in here. Hold on a sec. Share screen. Is it going to show? Nope. So hit it. Now come back. There it is. All right, this is the Paselec Mini. Now, Paselec sent me this bike, and I've been riding it for the past 3 weeks. And I got videos up of me riding this bike. Now, as I said, this has 14-inch tires instead of having, this got 14-inch tires instead of having 20-inch tires. The tires are 1.8 inch instead of being 2.2 inch. To me, that's the only advantage that the Lectric XP Lite has over this bike. That's the only advantage. Why do you say that, Minister Brother Derek? Because they both got mechanical disc brakes. They both got a single one speed. There's no shifting. Oh, the Lectric XP has a display. This doesn't. So Lectric XP has bigger tires and it has a bigger display. I mean, it has a display. That's the only advantage is to get Lectric XP. Lectric XP has a battery that's like 8 point something. This is a 13 amp hour battery. Lectric XP motor is 300 watts. This bike motor is 350 watts. So you got smaller tires, you got more wattage, you got more torque and power. If you're looking for something lightweight and you're looking for something small, this will fold up better than the Lectric XP Lite will. I'm giving you my honest opinion. Lectric XP Lite comes with no suspension at all. This comes with a suspension seat post. They both have headlights and taillights to work off the battery, but when you hit the brakes on the Mini, the tail light comes on, let everybody know behind you, you're slowing down. So what it comes down to is basically, oh, this bike has an alarm. You don't need the key. I've never put the key into the battery at all. Never had to. The seat is removable, and you can put your pannier bags back there. I have the seat on. I have a video where I actually had to go back and get the seat because I lost it because I took it off and didn't put it on right. And I hit a bump and it fell off and I had to go back and get it. But I have the seat on there correctly now and I have pannier bags on there. And even though it's 14-inch wheels, it was able to take full-size pannier bags. Now, both of these bikes are 20 miles per hour. Both of these bikes are 20 miles per hour. If you want something small, this is the bike you want. If you want something bigger, now I'm 246 pounds right now. It rides me around fine. I took up the steepest hills. It didn't pass all my tests. I haven't ridden the Lectric XP. But it's got a stronger motor and it's got smaller tires, which means it got more torque for hill climbing ability. Both of them are single speed. You don't get no gears. But I can tell you, I've gone up steep hills with this bike with no problem. I can't speak on the Lectric. I can't speak on it. Because they didn't send me one. But I seen one in person, and that's all I can give you for my looks. I haven't ridden it. Is the Lectric XP bike faster? I don't know. I don't have the two to compare. But I know that this got smaller tires, which means more torque. And I know that it's got a 350 watt motor. The Lectric XP Lite only has a 300 watt motor. Now they say that the Lectric XP Lite can peak at 700 watts. This bike can peak at 520 watts. But here's the key. Peaking only lasts for seconds. You got a heavier bike with bigger tires. I don't think that peakage is going to last long. This has a 13 amp hour battery. I think the Lectric only has a 7 or 8 amp hour battery. I can't kill this battery. I can't speak for the battery on the Lectric, but I know it's dragging bigger tires. It's dragging bigger tires. I don't think that battery can outlast this battery. This is a 13 amp hour battery, not no 7 or 8 amp hour. This bike comes with an alarm system. Yes, an alarm. Your thing. Like I say, the only advantages the Lectric XP has is that it has 20-inch tires instead of 14-inch. It's got a display. You can go on eBay and get a display and rig one up yourself for like $8.99. This comes with a suspension seat post. The Lectric comes with nothing. This comes with full fenders. It comes with a rack and a seat. You want to put your child back there and tell them to hold on to you. Or if you want to put your pangy bags or your milk crate back there, it's already included. Lectric XP is $7.99. My coupon, I can get you this bike for $5.99. So which one you want? That's the question. If you want a lighter side, go with the Lectric XP Lite. That motor won't have no problem pushing you uphill. If you on the heavy side like me, you want all the wattage and all the torque you can get, go with the smaller wheel. That's my comparison. How you get out of here? That's my comparison of the Lectric XP Lite versus the Paselec Mini. Both bikes are similar. In my opinion, they both similar. But there's more features on the Paselec. The stuff that the Paselec bike comes with automatically, you have to spend money. You have to spend money to get these things. You got to buy your suspension seat posts. You got to buy a rack and fenders. If you want to tail light that flash, let everybody know you're slowing down, you got to buy that. You're going to need 2 batteries to deal with the 1 battery that's on the Mini. That's an honest opinion. It's an honest opinion. I can tell you in my testing, I have yet to be able to kill the battery on the Paselec Mini. I have yet to be able to kill it. It has 3 lights, green, yellow, and red. Green means 100 to 75%. Yellow means 74% to, I guess, 30%, and the red is 30% or less. I've never had the red. I've ridden this bike for 4 hours. I can't make it go red. I haven't even been anywhere and worried about the battery. Now, when I'm on my PX5, I have a spare battery. And I'm thinking about bringing it out with me when I go out tomorrow. I'm on the Mini. I don't worry about the battery. I'm being honest with you. When I'm on the Mini, I don't worry about the battery. You on that Lectric XP Lite, you gonna worry about the battery. Now, I wish they would have sent me one so I could test it for y'all, but I guarantee you, it's got to drag 20-inch tires instead of 14-inch. That's more strain on the battery. It got a weaker motor. That means more strain going uphill, which is going to kill your battery. The Mini don't mind going uphill. The Mini's right here. Can you see it? Let me bring it over some. Come on, girl. Come on over here. This is the Mini. I'll look at that. This This is the Mini. I'm holding it. I don't know if you can hold the Lite, but you can hold the Mini. And it's small. But let me tell you, she's small. But she carries me around like it's nothing. I got videos up on the E-Bike Life for Bubba Dark channel and on the Minister Bubba Dark channel, which I'm live streaming on both and Facebook at the same time. So we on 3 channels right now. But let me tell you, Lectric didn't send me a Mini, so I can't ride it for you. But I've seen it in person, and I've seen the specs. And I can tell you, the Mini come with a rack and fenders. They don't come with the fenders. Mini does not have a display for your odometer. That's a plus for the Lectric SP Lite. It also doesn't come with 20-inch tires. They're only 14-inch. That's all I can give the Lectric. That's it. Does anybody want to come in and debate me? I doubt it. Anybody had Lectric? Here's the link. If somebody want to come in and tell me why they think the Lectric is better, I'll put the link up. Anybody? Where the Lectric XP Lite owners at? Are you still waiting for it to come in the mail? I don't have no problem with Lectric, but they got a problem sending me a bike to review. And so I'm asking, the Lectric XP Lite versus the Paselec Mini. When they send me this bike, I said, what am I going to do with the little thing? Let me tell you, this little thing, videos are up. I ain't got to tell you nothing. Videos are up of me riding the bike. Videos are up of me riding the bike. And I can tell you, I'm more comfortable riding the Mini than I was riding the Paselec GS9. Than I was riding the Swagtron EB1. Than I was riding the Paselec PX5. A lot more comfortable to ride. And somebody with short legs like me, great. My only thing is, I wish they would have put front suspension on it. That's my biggest complaint with the Mini. And they should have given it 20-inch tires. They should have given it a display. That's why I'm telling you, from what I know, that's what I see the difference in between the two bikes. And if you're going to get the Mini, you should get the Lectric 2.0 or get the Paselec PX5. Because you're not saving money. By the time you spend that $7.99 and then you buy all the accessories that you don't get, you might as well use my coupon, get the Mini and get all that for free with the bike for $5.99, or use my coupon and get the Paselec PX5 and get a 500-watt motor instead of a 300-watt motor, and get 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires instead of 2-inch wide. So by the time you buy all the components you need to make it look like the other bikes, you're going to spend the same amount of money. And you're going to have to wait weeks for it to come in the mail. I can get you a Paselec bike in less than a week. So tell me. I've given you my honest, unbiased opinion. Now, like I said, I haven't rode the bike. But I can tell you, the battery is not 13 amp hour. And I ain't got to tell you because the videos are up. I can't kill this battery. I physically cannot stay on this bike long enough to kill the battery. That's how good a 13 amp hour battery is pushing 14-inch wheels. So tell me how a 8 amp hour battery is going to push 20-inch wheels. My Paselec PS5 is over here. 500 watt motor, peaks at almost 800. It's got a 10.4 amp hour battery. It doesn't match up to this 13 amp hour battery. No contest. 10.4. 20-inch wheels on it. This bike can peak at almost 800 watts. The Mini can only peak at 520 watts. But the smaller tires make the difference. This bike, this Mini, goes uphill, steep hills. It goes up a mile faster than the 800 watt peak bike on the same hill. The Mini maintains 13 miles per hour uphill. This does 12 up a steep hill. What's the Mini going to do? At only 300 watts, what's the Mini going to do? See, I just tell you, somebody want to come in, links right here. Anybody want to come in and debate me? Where are you Lectric XP lovers at? Anybody out? Have you got your bikes yet? I wanted to compare the original XP to the PX5. Lectric said no. Then I wanted to compare the 2.0 to the PX5. They said no. I wanted to compare the Lite to the Mini. They said no. Why are they saying no? Oh, we lost somebody. Did you get mad? Are you mad? I'm just telling the truth. This is an honest opinion. This is an honest opinion. As a matter of fact, since they didn't send me a bike to show y'all, they did not send me a bike to show y'all, so I can't show you. But I can take you to their website. Oops.
This is the Lectric XP 2.0, one of our favorite value e-bikes. Well, guess what? They have a new e-bike by Lectric that's an even better value. The Lectric XP.
Since they didn't show me one, it's the best I can do for you.
This is just a lighter version of the Lectric XP.
This is the best I can do for you.
It's about 70% of the weight, so it comes in at 45 pounds versus 64 pounds. It skims off all the stuff that you don't really need on a regular e-bike, like suspension and fat tires.
You don't need that?
Also ride more like a BMX bike than anything, and 45 miles worth of range. So pretty sweet thing for a small package.
This was budget friendly. That's even more budget friendly. $799. It's foldable. It's small. An electric bike for the masses.
So the Lectric XP comes in only a standard frame. There is no step-through frame version of this bike, and it comes in 4 colors: white, black, tan, and blue. If you've ever looked at a review of a Lectric XP 2.0, just think about the same thing, just condensed. Starting up here at the cockpit, we have this black and white display that we've seen on the other electric e-bikes. It's really great, easy to see during the day, and some displays get washed out in the sun. In direct sunlight, you can clearly see this very easy. You have this to easily control the pedal assist levels, if you're going from 1 all the way up to 5. One thing is it does not throttle in pedal assist 0, so you do have to move it into pedal assist 1, and then it should throttle for you. Coming across here, you have this extendable neck here for the handlebars. Then you have some cable wrap here. I do think, I mentioned to Lectric that I would like them to improve on this cable wrap. But at the end of the day, you can buy some $5 cable wrap from Amazon and choose what color you want to match with the bike. This light is the same light that you see on the Lectric XP 2.0. It's a stock light. You can upgrade this to the bigger, wider light. It's about the same brightness, it just throws a bigger spread. And then here's the CST BFT tire here. It's a 20-inch by 2.4-inch tire is what it states on the tire.
I'm sorry, I said 2.2 is 2.4.
More like a 2.6-inch tire. And the feeling that you're going to get with this bike, it's not going to be like the fat tire e-bikes we reviewed in the past. They told us this should ride more like a BMX bike, so I'm pretty excited to ride this thing. Down here we have a 160 millimeter brake disc with Zoom mechanical brakes. So I do wish this was hydraulic brakes, but at $799 price point, I didn't expect it to have hydraulic brakes. The battery is stored inside of the frame. Moving on back here, we have the seat. It's pretty soft. You can definitely upgrade it to the other seat. I do like the comfort package that Lectric offers. It's a bigger, wider seat with suspension, double suspension, so it's really nice. So you can adjust that up and down, pretty easy to adjust here. Metal foldable pedals right here, so makes it even more compact, and it's nice to have metal ones rather than plastic. Coming back here, we have the tail light. It's not a brake light, so it's not going to get brighter when you brake. You have another 20 by 2.4-inch CST BFT tire. It is a single speed e-bike. This is a 300 watt motor with a peak output of 720 watts. And one thing I've always enjoyed about the electric bikes is that they have a lot of power for.
Pause. Now, I always tell y'all about this, and it's right here in your face. Most bike manufacturers and most people that's telling you about them always want to tell you about the peak. The peak is great, but tell me about the nominal. This is how you burn your bike out. This is how you burn your motor out. What can the bike do nominally? If you can jog up a hill at 2 miles per hour, but if somebody chasing you with a gun, you can go up that hill at 8 miles per hour because you scared to death. But pretty soon, you're going to start getting tired a lot quicker than if you were going up it at 2 miles per hour. And you're going to run out of gas. And you're either going to stop and confront the person, or you're going to run till you drop. And this is how you burn your motor up. When you keep pushing it, you keep peaking till it overheats and either shuts off or it burns itself up. So when you see 720 watt peak, it can only do it for seconds. You're going up a long hill and you make this bike run at that 720 watt peak, you run a risk of blowing that motor and having to buy a whole new one. But your cost is almost as much as the bike. Because you know how to do it yourself. Can I say it again? The battery is 7.8 I. It's not even 8 amp hours. It's only 7.8. So 7 and 7 is 14. So if you got two of these batteries, you would have 15 amp hours. The Paselec Mini comes with a 13 amp hour battery. So if you got two of them and you carried a spare battery, you would get 26 amp hours. You would get 26 amp hours. You get two of these batteries, you would get 15 point something amp hours. $15 and $15 is $30. So you get almost double the battery power. And you running small tires. And you running a bike that's got 350 watt nominal and a 520 peak. Some would say, well, this got a 720 peak. Well, guess what? How much battery you gonna burn peaking the bike? I'd rather not peak the bike and be at 350 watts than be at 300. But I know that I can run this bike at 350 watts with it peaking every once in a while, rather than depending on it to peak because I want speed. You'll burn this motor up. You'll burn it up quick. Riding that throttle, trying to get up that steep hill. Trying to get up there fast. But once again, you dragging 20-inch tires. You dragging a heavier frame. Look how big that frame is. But check it out. You see it. 300 watt nominal. That should be first, not the peak. It should be 300 watt nominal, peaks at 720. Well, I can tell you, when I hit the throttle on this bike, it takes off because of the torque of the smaller wheels. The takeoff is whoosh. I can tell you. The takeoff, because of that torque. The smaller the tires, the more torque you get. The bigger the tires, the less torque you get, because they got to drag them fat tires around. When you start going uphill, that way is on the motor. The motor got to turn them fat tires. This bike might peak at 720 watts, but it can't stay there. You're going to drop back down to 300. By it having the bigger tires, it's going to lose that peak quickly. This bike will maintain the peak longer because of the smaller tires. Then it's got a bigger motor. It's going to be nominal, and I'm going to pass you. Both of them, the max speed on level ground is 20 miles per hour, depending on your weight. I've hit 20 miles per hour on flat ground on this bike. But this bike is smaller than that bike. It's going to maintain because it's dragging less tire resistance. Remember, it's got to turn them wheels. Smaller always turn faster. That's why them little scooters, you see people standing on. Why do you think that people ride around and go up the hills and all that stuff? The smaller the tire, the more torque you get. Even the mobility scooter that I had, it went between 1 and 4 miles per hour. But it kept the same speed going uphill as it did downhill. Why? Because of the small wheels. So we kept that same 4 miles per hour going up the hill, and it kept us at 4 miles per hour going down the hill. It didn't matter because the small wheels give you more torque. That's why people on skateboards be flying around. You seen the motorized skateboards people have? Those small wheels. Now, when you hit a rock, you may wind up on your head. That's the only bad part about having smaller tires. That's the bad part about having smaller tires. Objects in the road. But if you live in a hilly area like I do, as pretty as that Lectric SP look, I think I'd rather have a Mini. Because that battery is puny. 7.8 hour battery, that's puny. That battery ain't much bigger than that Swagtron EB1 that's in the closet. Yeah, I still got it. It ain't much better than that. It's 48 volt though, I give it that. 48 volt. But that bike 250 watt. I bet you they give it a run for the money. going uphill. Because that got a 12-inch rear tire. That 12-inch rear tire at 250 watt is going to give you more torque than that 20-inch tire at 300 watt. And I don't know what the peak is for that Swagtron, but I know that 10-inch tire is going to grip that ground better and propel you up the hill. And like I said, it doesn't have a rack. It don't have fenders. So it might be lighter by 8 or 10 pounds. But I'd rather have the rack, the fenders, the brake light that flash when you stop, almost double the battery power, a bigger motor. And like I told you, I can't kill the battery. I rode this thing for 4 hours straight. I couldn't get that red light to come on. 4 hours straight. The video's up. I rode the bike for 4 hours. We went downtown, uptown, around town. I couldn't kill the battery. And Google told me on that day, it told me my longest bike ride was 21 miles. It was on the Mini. I got 2 batteries for the Paselec PX5. I ain't drove no 21 miles on one ride. But Google told me I rode 21 miles on the Mini on one battery with all the hills in my area. I will put those 14-inch tires. I'll put them 14-inch tires on that 13-amp hour battery. I'll put that up against anything. Because you might pass me and do 22, 24 miles per hour. I guarantee you your battery gonna run out first. That's the difference. The max load on this XP Lite is 250 pounds. The max load on the Mini is 280. So it carries more weight too. Wow. Isn't that something? But they both 20 miles per hour. This got almost double the battery power. Even with 2 of these XP batteries, you would only get 1 point something more. No, you wouldn't. 2 of them ain't much better than 1. 15 versus 13. But you give me 2 of these batteries, I get 26. That means I can ride all day. But I showed you a video, and I had to show you a video because I don't have a bike. That's the God honest truth. I don't have the bike. That's why I had to show you the video. But this is off the cuff. I won't even switch to the e-bike channel. I'll swing down here. This video is called I'm Down to 245 Pounds. And we got 2 different videos. Hold on a sec. We got 2 different videos.
The handicap things and then, for the people to hold on.
So is this me being in the house? Yeah, this is me moving in.
Yeah, bro. Not everyone is safe.
Hold on, so this is me riding the bike. I'm riding the Paselec Mini. Now, like I say, not having front suspension. It's a difference. Sorry for the jitteriness. The plastic mount broke. I got some steel ones. I got them on the PX5 already. I'm waiting to get some. The minis got lost. Supposed to be here today. Y'all see I'm out there with the cars. We ain't in no bike lane. We out there with the cars. But when I go left here, I believe it's a bike lane. You see a lot of them guys that they be on them little suburb streets. We out here with the real deal Van der Holyfield. Look at all them cars coming. We out here doing rush hour. We ain't coming out early in the morning or late at night like some of them e-bikers do. But I tell you, look how raggedy the street is. We put the e-bike through paces. I think a lot of the e-bike companies are afraid to have their e-bikes go on a ride with me. I have a video where we actually go on a trail. Where's the video that I couldn't kill a bike? Hold on a sec. Go to videos. Might have to go to the e-bike channel. Hold on. This is called I Could Not Kill the Paselec e-bike battery.
I said, what are you doing? Oh, we lying. Well, we lying. Let's get into his act.
So let's get to it then.
Yo, this shit ain't bad. First impression. Like I said, it ain't bad.
Now I'm using a cell phone to record this. Oh no, we still on the 360. Hold on.
If you what you go down here, you know what you do up here.
I'm not there controlling it. That was the problem, man. I'm doing something. I can see I'm not there. But you can see the stuff on my bed.
I like these places. These places have broken in. They're nice and tight. Am I feeling great? How was that? Just gotta use that.
We gotta get away from lights so we can get some speed. Anytime we go side to side, I mean I'm pedaling hard. Now, some of y'all are saying you're not going fast. Well, because Paselec sells bikes in Asia and in Europe, the bike comes locked. The bike comes locked at 15 miles per hour. It's the easy way to unlock it.
That's what you want. I hope y'all enjoy it.
I took this bike down to the waterfront.
Hey, where everybody go? Y'all should know by now. If I make that ain't working.
But see, we ain't afraid.
No, we just had to give up. Train tracks.
That's what. We on Wolf Street heading downtown. We riding through the hoods of Baltimore City. Another was bike on riding. Is it the PX5 or the Mini? You ran that light with the car. Let's check this video out.
I said.
I'm in my old place. I just moved.
Oh, it's too late. Alrighty.
Now I can show y'all
Yay, the
website.
For those of y'all that don't know what I mean, we can really look at the video and all right. Maybe. David Brand New did a video.
That's the
he
link.
He must have seen my video because he did a video on you must have seen the video. Or because we showed his video,
YouTube must have asked him, did he want to flag it? And so he looked at our video, and guess what his video was? Was on the bolts and Jetson, that little itty bitty DUI bike. I was like, man, he must have saw our video on the 14-inch bike and decided to do on. Hey, you see them flaggers? I won't complain. There's the link, and this is my coupon code.
But it doesn't mean.
Let me tell you about the bike before you see me ride it. This is the Paselec Mini.
I ain't got to show y'all. Here it is right
They
here.
sent me this bike to show y'all. And let me tell you, this little bike, it don't look like much. She got some kick to it. I got to say it. And y'all know I love my Paselec PX5. That's a 500 watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800. This is a 350 watt motor that peaks between 520 and 560. Now, there's a power difference, but you don't really notice it because the smaller wheels allow the motor to give it more torque and power. The smaller wheels. And when you hit the accelerator, it's a takeoff. It ain't gradual. It's let's go. It ain't. And this bike go. So you ain't ready. You will fall off it if you ain't ready. So I would suggest if you're gonna buy this bike, spend at least 5 minutes before you ride it somewhere. Just ride it around, ride it around your yard.
Parking lot,
Ride
something.
it around the block. Get yourself used to it. Because if you're used to being on 4-inch wide tires, it's a little bit different. These little tires are more nimbler. That means you can make the turns easier. You can change direction easier. And if you're used to bigger tires like I am, it took me a while to get used to it. It takes me the first, 5 minutes of riding for me to get used to it because I'm used to being, on 4-inch wide tires. You think it don't make a difference, but it do. Because it's almost like walking a plank. If you want a balance beam and it's 4 inches wide, and then you get on a balance beam that's 2 inches wide, you're not going to have those extra 2 inches, to spread your foot out and get that balance. And you're more likely to fall off of the 2-inch wide beam because you're used to being on a 4-inch wide beam. Ask anybody that's a gymnast, they tell you. So, but like I said, by having smaller wheels, it takes less energy for the motor to move those wheels. And it comes with a 13 amp hour battery. And a majority, this is a new thing. Fido started it. But the majority, when these little bikes first came out, they were giving them 36 volt, 6 amp hour batteries or 4 amp hour batteries. Matter of fact, the Swagtron, the first bike that I had, it's still in the closet in there. That was a 250 watt motor, and it had a 36 6 amp hour battery. And it was only good for about 5 miles. I'm telling you right now, this 48 volt, 13 amp hour battery, it's more than double the size of the battery, and it's 48 volt instead of 36 volt. And that bike had a 12-inch rear tire and a 14-inch front tire. This has two 14-inch tires. I'm telling you, if we got on both of these bikes and we raced, this bike will smoke that bike. It was smoking. This bike got some kick to it. It's to the point that you know how you normally want to go faster? With the potholes in Baltimore City, I can't go as fast as I want to go. I'm watching out for the potholes, and I'm getting more confident Because when you hit these potholes with a 20-inch or a 26-inch, 4-inch wide tire,
With suspension.
when you hitting them on a 14-inch, 2-inch wide tire, you get more impact. Now the suspension seat posts help, but I'm still getting used to and getting my confidence. Because sometimes you see a big pothole and you go over and you be like, oh, that was nothing. And sometimes you say, oh, that ain't nothing, and boom, you almost get knocked on the bike. That's on any e-bike. So you gotta be careful when you're using these smaller tires. And the battery life is so amazing that we rode tonight and we didn't even burn up a third of the battery. That's the amazing part. But on level ground, this bike can hit 20 miles per hour. Some of you saying that's not fast. Yes, it is on 14-inch wheels. Yes, it is. You don't see nobody on no stand-up scooter with 8-inch wheels trying to do 20. Only them young kids, because an adult is not going to ride that fast. I haven't seen an adult. There's plenty of these lime scooters. I ain't seen no adult fly past me on a stand-up scooter.
Yeah, but I normally smoke them.
Ain't seen it. Kids ain't got no sense. That's the only thing is that you make an exchange. You get longer battery life, lightweight. But the penalty is you gotta watch them giant potholes. The giant ones, the big ones. I'm talking about the big ones, the craters, like on the moon. You gotta watch out for them. Try to avoid the potholes. And if you do, kind of lift the handle up a little bit. Lift the front, just lift a little bit as you hit them. It does wonders. It does wonders. But I like the fact that when you hit the brakes, the tail light illuminate, let everybody know that you coming. I like the fact that you can, it's easy to take the battery out. I personally don't like the battery sitting there out like that, but you can take the battery with you. You just hold it out there and pull it out. Take it with you. If you're going to work, you can give it to security, have them put it under the desk, pick it up on the way out. You ain't gotta carry it up to your office. But this bike's so small, you can fold it up and put it on your desk. You ain't gotta leave this bike nowhere. You don't have to leave the bike anywhere. You can just take it, it's so small. But yet you can get out there and get on the street with it. That's the selling point of this bike. You can go out ride with your kids. You can get grandma and grandpa out there riding. It's easy to maintain. It has a low step over. So people that got bad knees and got bad hips, they'll be able to get on this bike with these. These are the selling points of this bike. It's economical. It's an excellent hill climber. I took it up some steep hills tonight, and you won't see, it surprised me. I thought she was gonna cry like a little baby. Nope, she hammered it. So, I gave y'all the link, I gave you my coupon code, I told you about the bike and what I thought of it. They asking $749. We have 40 units in America ready to go, all in California or coming out of Seattle. I'm sorry, Tacoma, Washington, not Seattle, Washington, Tacoma, Washington. I can put my coupon code in here, Brother Derek Mini. You can get this bike for $5.99. $5.99, free shipping, no sales tax. Use my coupon code, you will pay $5.99. $5.99. $299. To your door, 7 days or less. Now, I told y'all about the bike. Now, I get to see what I couldn't see because I was riding it. I get to see how I look on it. Because I'm telling you, when y'all see the camera, that's on my head. I don't know why I didn't turn around and come back in the house. I know I ain't got no sense.
Amazon don't bring it. You said we're going.
Because I know I look retarded.
Oh, there we go.
All right, let me bring y'all in.
All right.
All right, y'all, let's get to it. We riding. The Paselec Mini. I call it the Mini Me. Before I knew what the name was, I already had nicknamed it Mini Me, so I was right on the money.
You know how it goes. You know I'm going the wrong way. I'm wrong.
And this is what they were saying. They were saying fisheye. They want the video like this. Fisheye. I'm not really a fan of the fisheye. But I like how you see everything. Now I'm gonna switch to the 360 view. All right.
Spring weather, it's damn 40 degrees out here, or 38, whatever.
Yeah, look. Yeah. What the? That's like the woman in the store. Look like I'm retarded. Like I just thought she looked like her retarded. What the hell am I got in here? Now, that's the S8. You got like 4 or 5 cracks in it. It hit the ground many times. All right, come on, let's get riding. I'm in the light. We're using the Samsung Gear 360. I'm disappointed. We got 4 lights running. Man, I look retarded that thing right here. What about phone is picking up? I say, look at the retard. I look retarded. This is me at the lake. We all right. All right, now we're using the Penguin. Much better camera. I'm taking pictures of the bike. I'm not always in the picture. Now you see I tried to add the phone on my chest. That backfired too. That's the link, y'all. Get there. Anybody want to go for a swim? We be holding it down. You gotta grow up around it. Don't be on the back. That's what making eye contact. Your bro never roll so low. If you lift it up your wallet or watch, be more stays hot, glass go hot. Water piece drop to the pavement. From a fat break, y'all in the basement. The city to breathe. That's the city to bleed. But you don't play out. Every time I said, Chinese. Y'all see, I'm telling you. That's why I was so tired yesterday. Anybody want to go for a swim? I knew it. There you go. The volume gonna jump up, y'all. You want to rumble? Like the city to read, it's the city to bleed. Just going for a nice little stroll around the lake. Raggedy. All right, that's something in the street. We riding around the lake. That's crazy. We out there with the big boys. This is considered a highway right here. We did all this yesterday, and we still did discernment. I would know it now, but I got it done. I would know it done. What day is it today? Oh, I know they were. It's Sunday. Yeah, it is Sunday. It does not. But then we're gonna go to the park. Hip hop chicken. I ain't been here since 2017. Yep, I used to get them chicken thighs and fries. I said chicken thighs and fries. Oh. Yeah, I make my own chicken thighs. Man, I'm yelling. I was tired after that ride. So I'm back down on one day. I wear prime. Never wear prime. And God thanks. I can't ever repay for the pain and loss and suffering. Or afraid to show. When I reach the level of knowledge, I'm fertile. Am I saved? I think so. Well, Lord, help me let me work. Make me bold like St. Paul. I don't want to save one. I want to save them all. But everything I do for you. Lord, everything I do. Do I have something black on the screen? Yes, I do. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Give her a clothesline. Clothesline in her behind. I said a clothesline in her behind. All righty, so that concludes my video. Lectric XP Lite versus the Paselec Mini. If you live in flatlands, you don't go uphill much, get the Lite. If you live in hilly areas, like where I live at, get the Mini. If you don't mind spending an extra $150, $200 buying the features that come on the Mini because you want the XP, knock yourself out. So by the time you get the rack and fenders, the suspension seat posts, by the time you get a light that flashes when you hit the brakes, let the cars know come behind you, by the time you kick out $300, $400 for a battery, because you're going to need 2 batteries to match one, knock yourself out. You can use my coupon to get a Mini for $5.99, or you can get the Lectric XP for $7.99, and then spend the extra $300 and something for a battery, then spend an extra $200 to get yourself rack, fenders, and to get yourself a suspension seat post, and to get yourself a brake light that flash when you hit the brakes, and pay somebody to install all that. Knock yourself out. But the fact that they both do 20 miles per hour, the fact that the Mini's a better hill climber, it got almost double the battery power. The motor is 50 watts stronger. It comes with a built-in alarm system. You ain't got to go buy one off Amazon and stick it on the bike. It's already there. But if you're too sorry to spend $7, $8.99 on Amazon to get you a little display, then get the Lectric XP Lite. In my opinion, which bike is the better bike depends on what you're looking for. If you ain't gonna ride it much, get the Lectric XP Lite. If you think you're gonna be riding in the grass and gonna be riding over tree stumps, you might be better with those 20-inch tires versus the 14-inch. But I went on a trail with the Mini, and it got the job done. Matter of fact, we're going to go back and do it with the PX5. But the fact that the bike comes with no suspension, I would get the Lectric 2.0. or I would get the Paselec PX5. If you're gonna spend $7.99, spend another $100 and get the Paselec PX5 for $8.99. Seriously, you gonna spend that much money? Get you an affordable e-bike with a motor that peaks at almost 800 watts. I'm telling you, I would put my PX5 against anybody's bike. My coupon and get you that bike for $8.99. No tax, no shipping, at your door in 7 days or less. No other e-bike company can tell you that. This video is up of me riding the PX5. I ride like a champ on that bike. The Paselec Mini. It doesn't have front suspension, and it only got 14-inch wheels that's barely 2 inches wide. So you're going to feel the bumps in your hand. You ain't going to feel it in your butt because you got a suspension seat post. You're not going to feel it on your butt or your legs, but you'll feel it in your hands. What I do is when I see a pothole, I lift up a little bit and does wonders. Thinking that the 20-inch wheels, that's only 0.3 inches wider, is going to make up for all of that is incorrect. You're still going to feel those same bumps. So it's your decision. If you live in an area with a lot of potholes and you ain't going to ride far, get the XP Lite. If you live in a hilly area like I do, where you go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Every time you turn around, you're going up. That 13 amp hour battery kills that 7.8. 7 and 7 is 14. This has an 18 amp hour battery. The Lectric Lite has a 7.8. 7 and 7 is 14. So you get 15. If you buy a battery, if you spend the $7.99, pay the shipping, and then you spend $349 for a battery, you only gonna have 1.6 more amp hour than the battery that come with the Mini for $5.99. Talk to me. Anybody here? Talk to me. Tell me how the Lite is a better deal. I'd rather you got the 2.0. If you got to get Lectric, don't get the Lite. Get the 2.0 because the Lite sucks. And I'm being honest. The specs. Get the 2.0. Get the front suspension fork. Or spend another $100 and get the Paselec PX5. And instead of having 3-inch wide tires, get 4-inch wide tires. And get a bike with a weight limit of 330 pounds. It's up to you. I can't make it for you. I made this video too long. Like I said, if Lectric would have sent me a bike, I could have gave y'all a better review. But I gave you my opinion, my take on it. You might agree, you might not agree. But I gave it to you from all sides without being biased. I gave it to you from all sides. It's more features on the Paselec Mini than it is. That battery should kill the argument right there. 13 amp hour versus 7.8 amps. That right there. And then you pull in a bigger tire with less power, less battery power, and a bigger tires to pull. And less wattage, only 300 watts. 300 watts pulling them 20-inch tires. 350 watts pulling 14-inch tires. No compression. The bigger tires that might give you a tight bit more comfort, but it don't come with no suspension at all. At least with the Mini, you get a suspension seat post. It comes with fenders. It comes with a rack. It comes with a built-in alarm. When you hit the brakes, it flashes to let cars know behind you slowing down. You got to spend extra money to get all that for the Lite. I'm just being honest. It's smaller. If your idea is to get a smaller foldable, this will fit easier in the back of your car than that will. This will go under your desk a lot easier than that will. I'm just saying. You might can get 2 of those lights in the back of your car. You can get 4 of these. When I was moving, do you know I had the mobility scooter broke down into 5 parts. I had the Paselec PX1. I had a desk. And I had 7 bags. I got that in the back of an SUV with the Mini. I got that in the back of an Uber SUV and moved. All that stuff. And I could have got 2 more Minis back there with it. So, like I said, it depends on if you want to spend the extra dough, because you're going to wind up spending about $1,300 for you done before you get everything you want. With stuff that come standard on the Mini. And 349 of that is going to be your spare battery. Because if we out riding around the same park, you're going to be home charging. I'm going to still be riding around. You're going to come back charged. And I'm still going to be riding around with you. That says it all. I ain't got to lie to you. I ain't got to make stuff up. I'm telling you point blank. I can't kill this battery. I'm not in good enough shape to stay on it long enough to kill it. But I guarantee you, that electric battery, you'll kill at your first bike ride. There you go. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what I know. And I talked about what I know. And what I know is the Paselec Mini is a better value all the way around. The only thing, the tires are bigger, but the motor is weaker. So that weak motor got to push those bigger tires. That's number one. Number two, the battery is almost half the amperage of half. 2 electric-like batteries is only 15.6 amps. This comes with a 13 amp hour battery. So that means if you buy an extra battery and you kick out the 349 for it, you get an extra battery and you kick out the 349, because that's what they mostly cost, 349, 359. You only gonna have 15.6 amp hours. But if you get the Mini and take that $200 that you save in the price, $599 versus $899, you ain't got to buy the fenders, you ain't got to buy a rack. Right? You can get a spare battery and have 26 amp hours. You'll be riding around all day. Somebody on a Lite, if y'all go out to a park somewhere, they're going to have to go home and charge. You still going to be riding around. By the time they come back, you still going to be riding around with that same battery. Both bikes go the same speed. You actually will lose power. Number one, you only got a 300 watt motor. So you're pushing bigger tires with a smaller motor, with a smaller battery. That's all I got to say. Yeah, that bike look cuter until you actually get out there and use it. So, do you want the pretty woman that look like a model but can't cook? can't watch the kids, can't advise you on anything, or you want the woman that look okay, but can run the house, can help you run your business, keep everything calm and smooth. What do you want? If you want the prettier, then get the pretty thing. Get the pretty little dainty thing that just look good and put her in a glass case and invite people over and just have them, isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? Can't do a darn thing for me, but y'all are jealous because y'all can't get this girl for yourself. But when you get home, you forget because the woman you got is taking care of all her stuff. This woman ain't enough for nothing. It's just good enough to look at. And you comparing these two bikes, the Lectric might look a little prettier. That's it. And it's got a display. That's the advantage. That's my honest opinion. And if anybody want to challenge me, come challenge me. I'll debate you on it because I've rode this thing for a month now. I know what it does. Come tell me about your Lectric. I'm not saying it's a bad bike. I think it's cute. I would love to test ride it. But having double the battery or just having a little bit bigger tires, give me the battery any day. Give me the battery any day. The fact that the battery is almost double. Sure, those bigger tires might be a little bit more comfortable, but not when you're going uphill. And that weaker motor got to push everything. Because see, the one thing I noticed, a lot of e-bikers, they got a bike with a weak battery on it, they forever talking about pedal assist. I pedal for exercise. I pedal what I want to. Don't tell me I got to pedal. Well, if you don't pedal, you're going to burn the battery up fast. Don't have that problem with a Mini. If I don't feel like pedaling, I ain't got to pedal. Don't tell me I got to pedal. Well, your battery run out fast if you don't pedal. If I don't feel like pedaling, I ain't pedaling. But I know that's almost double the battery. I know I can't kill it. I haven't killed that battery yet. I got a video where I'm on this bike for 4 hours. I can't kill the battery. I went in the house and fell asleep before this battery went. I ain't killed this battery yet. I had a 20 in my wallet. And I was determined to kill this battery. I couldn't do it. I said, we're going to catch a cab home. I called next to a van. Well, I had the Mini. I could take a regular cab home. I can put this in the back of a hybrid. One of them little Toyotas. Put that in the back of it, no problem at all. I can put it in the back seat of any car. I was carrying around a $20. I don't carry money, but I was carrying around $20 because I was trying to kill that battery. I couldn't do it. I wound up spending that $20 on something. I don't know what I spent it on, but I spent it on something. It wasn't on getting home because I couldn't kill that battery. I could not kill the battery on this bike. That's my testimonial. And videos are up. Now, we were going to take the Mini out tomorrow, but I don't know what the heck Amazon doing. Because I already installed the other ones. I installed them already. I'm not taking them off. I could take them off and put them. I'm not taking them off. It's not my fault. Yeah, well, we already there. So hold on a sec, y'all. We can go to Amazon and take a look. Now, we got the first two, and I put them on the PX5. Y'all can see here it says on the way, but it's running late. We hit track package. You just gotta show my information, don't you? You just gotta dox me. I'm talking about me doxing somebody. I dox myself every day. Y'all see package delayed in transit. So it's supposed to come today. If it come today before I leave, then we'll take the mini. If not, I originally had bought 2 of these, and they were for the 360-degree camera. But they so tight and sturdy, and they're not plastic. That's steel or aluminum. It's aluminum. So they're really sturdy. So like I said, I got them on the PX5. And I bought a set for the mini. And it's late. Hopefully it come today. If it come in time, then we'll take it. And if not, we ain't gonna worry about it. See, I thought that because of the cheap plastic ones I was using, I thought that when you got stuff that can be adjusted, that is weak. But this thing is sturdy. I mean, it's sturdy. It really. So we're gonna find out tomorrow, no matter what bike we take. But yeah, I spent $20 for 2 of them, and then spent $20 again for 2 of them, and I ain't complaining. We'll see how they do, but they really perform well. I got my door stopper. Really happy about that. We got Davy's food, and I ordered this Lite. The turn signals is on the mini. They was on the Paselec PX5, but I'm going to put that Lite. It's just a tail light. Now on the pannier bags, I have 2 light strips for the cars behind me to see, and on the what do you call it? On the under the seat, I have the alarm, and that has a flashing tail light. It's a tail light on the alarm and a horn for the PX5. I have an alarm. It came with an alarm, but I had my own that I put on here for this bike, but it didn't have a light. But I got the turn signals on the mini. So the turn signals are on the mini. And I'm gonna tell you something. As much as I love my PS6, it's so much easier to handle the mini. That's why I say it depends on what you like. For somebody short like me, to not have to put your leg up is wonders. But the reason I got this is because of the rack at the back, and by it having a reflector. I can hook this on to the rack and then have this hang down, and then I can take a piece of string and tie this. So this is going to be laying down. It's not going to be flat. So that's the reason why I got, and it was only $259. So like I said, I just got this as a light. I really didn't need it, but I got it. But that's what we do. We get what we need when we can get it. So alrighty, y'all. Yeah, it's almost 2 in the morning. This is my 3rd show today. So I hope y'all enjoyed them. And I will catch you tomorrow. We're going to be live. We're going to the pharmacy. And then we're going to dip. We're going to dip into the money I ain't supposed to touch. I was hoping not to touch. But depends on what Walmart brings. But either way, we need shrimp. But if Walmart brings enough goodies, maybe we won't have to dip. But no, I need the shrimp. I need a bag of shrimp, and hopefully it's still on sale for $13. And then depending on what's left, we'll either get the pudding, because we still got vegetables. And I got ragu sauce coming tomorrow, and I got pasta shells. I got the curly pasta shells, so I can make the shrimp and the pasta. I really wanted to get 2 ragouts, but they only had 1. So I think if I just get the shrimp and I get some Gatorade Zero. I call it Haterade. Get my Haterade Zero, and if there's enough left, I'll get the I'll either get the pudding, the sugar-free pudding, or I'll get the tangerines. Whichever one cheaper. If they have a deal on tangerines, I'll get them. So either way. Matter of fact, I might see if they got a deal on some apples. Maybe I'll try something different. Maybe we'll try some apples. They haven't got apples in a while. But we're not going over that $20. But I will dip. And I really don't want to. I think that I should try to make that stuff coming from Walmart work. But I'm not gonna have a meat sauce. Unless I try to do do it like spaghetti. You know, use the noodles, put the sauce on there, put the cheese on there, and try to use it. And then I still got a pack of chicken. Maybe fry the chicken and have it like chicken and pasta. Maybe I could try that. And that way I don't have to dip. But we still need the Gatorade. That's what's missing. We need some Gatorade. So we're still going to have to go. Even if I try to get around it, we still need the Gatorade, the Haterade. So, like I said, Tuesday, my stipend come for food. But we still got Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. But actually, we got Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, I go to the doctor's. So we got Sunday and Monday. I might try to hold off. Or maybe just get the Gatorade. I could drink water. I can't drink. You're going to tell that lie. Why are you going to tell that lie? So you can't drink no water. I can go look and see if there's anything on the Walmart site. But it won't get here in time. I might see if I can get something with the card. Maybe I can get something to drink. And it might take a day and a half. Maybe I can get it by Monday. Anyway, good night, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching. Remember, whichever one you choose, leave a comment and let me know which one you get. Both of them are great bikes. But one's a better value. And I told you my opinion. We all got opinions. You agree, some of you, and some of you don't agree. Have a great night and no hard feelings. Peace, everybody. We out. As my friend Chung Lee Means will say, don't leave home without the wash spray. Peace, everybody. We out.